Well, hello there. Hello there, everybody. It's Grampa Scott, and I'm back today with another amazing adventure and story. I can't wait to share this story. Can you see that Grampa Scott looks a little different this time? He's got on a scarf-type hat and a rug, well, not a rug, but a wool vest and a staff. I wonder who dresses like this to carry their own big stick that's called a staff. Well, I think you're going to find out on today's great adventure through the story we're going to read. And that story is called I May Be Little, the story of David's growth. Looks like it's a story that has a lot of neat adventures in it, and I hope you're as excited to hear this story as I am to read it. The story is called I May Be Little. Long ago in a land far away lived a little boy named David. He had 7 brothers who were older and bigger and stronger than David. They did not want a little boy in their way while they were working. Sometimes David felt very small and unimportant. But one day his father gave him a job of his very own. He asked David to be a shepherd, and that's how Grandpa is dressed today, in his shepherd's clothing. A shepherd is someone who watches the sheep. A shepherd counts his sheep and makes sure they are all with him so they don't disappear, because shepherds, they made their living by taking care of sheep, raising them, and selling them. So they are very, very important to the shepherd and his family. Can you learn to count the sheep too? Let's give it a try. There's a lot of them. Let's count them. 1, 2, count along with me. 3, 4, way in the back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 sheep. Wow, that's a lot. Out on the hillside eating. A shepherd leads his sheep to food and water. He puts medicine on their scratches. A shepherd loves his sheep, and David loved his family's sheep. David was glad to have a job to do. He said, I may be little, but God will help me do big things. I bet you guys can do big things too, especially with the help of God. David took his sheep to the grassy hills. He watched while the big sheep ate lunch, and he laughed when the little lambs romped and rolled among the wildflowers. They were having a great time. But sometimes David felt lonely. Nobody to play with. So what did David do? He had a harp, and he would make up songs to remind himself that God was always near. It gave David comfort. David spent many hours talking to God. They became best friends. David knew God could help him become a good shepherd. God could help him protect his sheep from hungry animals. Oh my. Often David practiced throwing rocks with his sling. He learned to hit the target every single time. David was amazing with his sling. Once a growling bear chased the little lambs. Around and around David whirled his swing, and zing, the stone went through the air, and whack went the stone on the big bear's snout. Roar went the bear, and he zipped away through the bramble bushes. Oh my! David got rid of that nasty old bear. Another day, a ferocious lion spied David's sheep. He wanted lamb burgers for lunch. With one big bound, the lion pounced on the fluffy lamb. Roar! Scary. And the lion pounced on the lamb and snatched it away from its mama. Uh-oh. There was no time to use his sling. David ran as fast as he could. He knew God would help him save his sheep. Before the lion knew what happened, David grabbed him by the mane and bopped him on the head. Whoa! David is amazingly brave. The fluffy lamb was safe, and David was happy. He had done a good job. He said, "I may be little, but with God's help, I can do big things." And I bet you can do big things too with your life and your adventures. But for now, this book is at its end. But that's not the end. You know what to do. Now's the time to go outside and have some fun, 'cause this story is all done. Goodbye.